What if the exhaustion you feel isn't just from aging? What if the stiffness you wake up with isn't something you simply have to accept? And what if the solution you've been searching for doesn't live in a prescription bottle, but quietly sits on your plate every single day? Millions of people live with discomfort they've learned to normalize. They adapt, they manage. They pay the price physically, emotionally, and financially, without ever realizing that a hidden process inside the body may be driving it all. That process is silent, persistent, and deeply misunderstood. Today, we're pulling back the curtain on a powerful force that influences pain, energy, aging, and long-term health, and more importantly, how food can become one of your strongest allies in restoring balance. This is not about quick fixes. It's about daily choices that quietly change everything. Understanding chronic inflammation. Inflammation itself isn't the enemy. In fact, it's essential for survival. When you cut your finger or catch an infection, inflammation is your body's emergency response team rushing in to heal and protect. The problem begins when that response never shuts off. Chronic inflammation is like a smoke alarm that keeps blaring long after the fire is out. Over time, it places constant stress on tissues, organs, and the immune system. Research has linked persistent inflammation to conditions such as joint pain, cardiovascular disease, metabolic disorders, digestive issues, autoimmune conditions, and accelerated aging. Even more concerning, many people experience chronic inflammation without obvious symptoms at first. Fatigue, brain fog, low mood, stubborn weight gain, and frequent aches are often dismissed as normal when they may be warning signs. And while medication can play an important role, long-term reliance often comes with rising costs and unwanted side effects. This is where food steps in not as a miracle cure, but as a powerful daily influence on inflammation pathways in the body. Turmeric, the golden foundation. Let's begin with one of the most researched anti-inflammatory foods on the planet. Turmeric has been used for centuries in traditional medicine, but modern science has caught up with what ancient cultures already knew. Its active compound, curcumin, has demonstrated strong anti-inflammatory and antioxidant properties. Curcumin works by influencing multiple inflammatory pathways rather than targeting just one. This broad action is part of what makes turmeric so effective and so unique. However, there's an important detail many people miss. Curcumin is not easily absorbed on its own. Pairing turmeric with black pepper significantly improves its bioavailability, allowing your body to actually use it. Practical ways to include turmeric: add it to soups, stews, and curries. Stir into roasted vegetables. Blend into warm milk alternatives for a calming evening drink. Combine with olive oil and black pepper when cooking. Turmeric isn't about dramatic overnight change, it's about quiet, cumulative protection. Fatty fish, omega-3 powerhouses. Next, we move from the spice rack to the sea. Fatty fish such as salmon, sardines, mackerel, and anchovies are rich in omega-3 fatty acids, specifically EPA and DHA. These fats play a direct role in reducing inflammatory markers in the body. Omega-3 South help counterbalance the pro-inflammatory effects of excess omega-6 fats, which dominate many modern diets through processed foods and vegetable oils. Regular intake of fatty fish has been associated with reduced joint stiffness, improved heart health, enhanced brain function, lower systemic inflammation for many people. Consuming fatty fish 2 to 3 times per week can make a meaningful difference over time. If fresh fish isn't always accessible, canned sardines or salmon can be affordable and equally effective options. Leafy greens, cellular defense systems. Now, let's turn our attention to some of the most underestimated foods in the grocery store. Leafy greens like spinach, kale, arugula, and Swiss chard are loaded with antioxidants, vitamins, minerals, and phytochemicals that help neutralize inflammatory stress at the cellular level. These compounds support detoxification pathways, improve blood vessel health, and protect cells from oxidative damage, one of the key drivers of chronic inflammation. Simple ways to include more leafy greens. Add them to smoothies for easy digestion. Saute lightly with olive oil and garlic. Use as a base for nutrient-dense salads. Stir into soups near the end of cooking. Consistency matters more than quantity. Small daily servings add up. Berries, small fruits, big impact. Berries may be small, but their impact on inflammation is anything but. Blueberries, strawberries, raspberries, and blackberries are rich in anthocyanins, natural compounds responsible for their deep colors and powerful anti-inflammatory effects. These antioxidants help protect cells from damage, support immune function, and may reduce inflammatory markers linked to chronic disease. Unlike many sweet foods, berries have a relatively low glycemic impact, making them a smart choice for blood sugar balance as well. Ideas for daily inclusion. Add to oatmeal or yogurt. Blend into smoothies. Enjoy as a natural dessert. Freeze for long-term use. A simple handful a day can support long-term resilience. Nuts and seeds. Compact nutrition. Nuts and seeds provide a concentrated source of healthy fats, fiber, minerals, and plant compounds that help regulate inflammation. Walnuts are especially rich in omega-3 south. Almonds provide vitamin E, which protects cells from oxidative stress. Flax seeds and chia seeds support gut health, critical but often overlooked component of inflammation control. The gut and immune system are deeply connected. Supporting digestive health can significantly influence inflammatory responses throughout the body. Best practices: use ground flax or chia for better absorption. Keep portions moderate, choose raw or lightly roasted varieties. Avoid heavily processed, sugar-coated options. Olive oil, a daily anti-inflammatory staple. Olive oil deserves special attention not as a trend, but as a foundation. Extra virgin olive oil contains oleocanthal, a compound shown to behave similarly to certain anti-inflammatory medications by inhibiting inflammatory enzymes. This doesn't mean olive oil replaces medication, but it highlights the remarkable influence food can have when used consistently. To preserve its benefits, use extra virgin olive oil. Avoid overheating. Drizzle over finished dishes. Use as a base for dressings. In Mediterranean dietary patterns, olive oil isn't an addition, it's a cornerstone. Building an anti-inflammatory lifestyle beyond food. Food works best when supported by lifestyle habits that reduce inflammatory load. Adequate sleep, stress management, regular movement. Minimizing ultra-processed foods. Anti-inflammatory eating isn't restrictive, it's restorative. Closing reflection plus CTA. Inflammation doesn't begin overnight, and it doesn't resolve overnight either. But every meal is a conversation with your body. Every choice sends a signal either toward balance or toward strain. You don't need perfection, you need direction. If this video helped you understand how food can support your body's natural healing processes, take a moment to like the video. Helps more people discover this information. Subscribe to the channel for more evidence-based wellness insights. And share in the comments which anti-inflammatory food you'll start incorporating this week. Your health is built one decision at a time. And today, you just took a powerful step forward.